What's up guys, welcome back to Katie's Crew. Today is a new video and today we're gonna do a little girl talk, guys. Ooh, okay. I've never done one of these on my channel before, but I've seen another YouTuber do it and I was like, you know what, that's a great idea. We're gonna do that. And since most of my viewers are females anyways, as you can see from the statistics here, I figured this was a great place to have a little girl talk. Me and you, like, we got that, you know what I'm saying? So I got all cute, the background's cute. And we're gonna do my nails again, guys. We're gonna use the same kit, this one. We're gonna use this kit again. I really like those nails, so we're just gonna do them again. We're gonna have a little girl talk. I got my questions right here, guys, so let's just get right into it.
But I'll be on it always.
Okay guys, so the first thing on my little list here is what's your biggest pet peeve? Okay, I feel like this is a hard question to answer just because there's a lot of things that people can do that like may give you what we now call like the ick or like whatever the case may be. But low key, guys, I might list off a few, I'm not gonna lie, because there's some stuff that people do that's just like, what are you doing, bro? When people like are rude to like the customer service people, or like when they're just rude to people in general, like that can be such a big ick. Like, I hate when people are rude to other people. Like, why are you being rude in the first place? Like, they didn't do anything wrong to you. There's no like, unless there's like drama between you and that other person, like there should be no reason why you're being rude to anybody. You can't just be being mean to somebody because, oh, their hair is prettier than mine, so I hate them and I would be rude to them. Like, that doesn't make any sense. It's so stupid to be rude to people when they've done nothing to you. Like, what has that specific person done, or like what has the waiter done to you that has made you be disrespectful to them? Like, it's their job to be nice to you and you're gonna be disrespectful after they're serving you and like waiting on you. Like, that's just crazy to me. Another big pet peeve I have though is like, this one is a weird one, but I get it from my dad, and it's people chewing with their mouths open. Like, I get it, it's fine if it's just like, you know what I'm saying, but like anything after that, like any like consistent chewing or like, I don't know what it is, guys, but anybody who consistently chews like with their mouth open, oh, it gives me the biggest ick ever, bro. I actually hate when people do that. Like, I'm not gonna say anything, like I'm not gonna start any drama. I'm not gonna be like, bro, please chew with your mouth closed. Like, I'll get over it. But for some reason, guys, it irks me to my core. Oh my goodness, I can't even describe how badly it irks me, dude. Okay, so the next question is, have you ever had a friendship that dramatically changed? What happened? Okay, so one time I had this friend, and this was like, I believe it was elementary school. I'm not gonna lie, I don't exactly remember, but I think it was elementary school. And we met, and she was like my best friend at the time, and I forget exactly like what we were beefing over, like even why we're not friends to this day, but something had happened where like she was being rude to me, or like something happened where like I just didn't want to be her friend like anymore. And the funny thing is that me and my uncle talk about this all the time, because it was really funny, because at the same time, like this was like at the end of probably not sixth, what grade is that? Yes, no, fifth. It was probably at the end of 5th grade, and so me and her were we still friends then? Okay, I don't know exactly when it was, what year it was, guys. I'm not gonna lie, my years all like mushed together basically. So after she had started some drama with me, like where she was like not wanting to be my friend anymore, and I think she like found somebody else to be friends with, and like basically like kind of ghosted me, but like obviously it's like not ghosting if we only talked at school anyways. But yeah, so we were like best friends, and then she stopped talking to me, and I was ranting to my uncle about it because shout out to you, I know you're watching this video, probably, maybe not, I don't know, but shout out to you, you know who you are. But we were talking about like how she was starting drama with me and like all that kind of stuff, and at the same time we were going on like a trip to not Universal, we were going to Knott's Berry Farm on like a school trip. And I was so freaking excited. Like, as I was explaining this drama to him, like I was thinking about like Knott's Berry Farm, on whether or not I would go on Supreme Scream, because I at the time I had never been on it, but like I was nervous to go on it because I didn't like roller coasters like that at the time. And so I was thinking about like going on it, and then I turned to my uncle and I'm like, I'm gonna do it. And then he was like, you're gonna make us with your friend like friends again with her? And I was like, no, I'm going on Supreme Scream. And so we always like joke around about that, and that's still like a joke to this day between me and him. We always laugh about it, and it always gets brought up at least once in our conversations, like whenever we see each other. And one thing you guys need to know about my uncle is he's literally my best friend. Like, this uncle is like literally my best freaking friend. Like, me and him are besties for the resties, for real. And he knows it. But yeah, guys, that's a friendship that has dramatically changed. I don't know why I said dramatically changed, because we used to be friends and all that, but I've had a lot of friendships like that where things just don't work out sometimes. And that's, I think, the important thing to know about friendships, is that like not every friendship is gonna last forever. The next question is, what is your most embarrassing moment? This one is actually really embarrassing on my part, and I can't believe I'm gonna tell this story right now. In 3rd grade, I had moved down the mountain. So like I used to live on a mountain, and I had lived there from birth to 2nd grade. So we moved in 2nd grade and we moved down the mountain. And when we moved down there, obviously I had to switch schools. And when I did, I was in my teacher's classroom, and I had already been there for a few weeks. Like, I had made friendships, and like I was like set and ready to go. And the thing you guys need to know is my mom used to give me like smoothies in the morning. Like, so before I went to school, I would have a smoothie and then like my breakfast. And so obviously, like, you know, when you drink smoothies, guys, like you have to pee like a lot. You guys know what I'm talking about. Like, I need to use the restroom, I have to go to the bathroom, like especially if I drank a freaking smoothie in the morning. And so I had my smoothie, everything was good, and then I was going to the bathroom like everything normal, and I went to the bathroom so much that I stood up again and I asked my teacher, I was like, excuse me, can I go to the restroom? And she was like, no, you can't. And I was like, well, why not? And then she was like, well, you've been too many times. And I was like, oh, okay. So I go back to my desk, me little cutesy. I go back to my desk, and like, you guys know, like the shakes, like when you guys have to go to the bathroom really, really bad, like you start like tweaking out basically. Like, so I think I asked her to go again. I went up to her desk, I'm like, excuse me, I really need to go to the bathroom, may I please go? Again, I get shut down. And so I go back to my seat, and I'm like, dude, I really need to go to the bathroom. And I'm sitting in my seat waiting for the lecture to be over, or like whatever she was telling us to do. Like, I was waiting for it to be over, and then it happened, guys. I went to the bathroom in my seat, and I covered it up the best I could. I put my little jacket around my waist so nobody could see what happened. And my teacher found out that I had went to the bathroom in my seat, and instead of like apologizing to me or like to my parents or anything like that, she put on my school record that I had like bathroom issues, like that I needed to go to the bathroom whenever I asked. Like, basically, like I was at fault because she wouldn't let me go to the bathroom. So, and my parents didn't even know. She didn't even call my parents to tell them that she was putting that on my record. She just did it. That's one of the most embarrassing things that's ever happened to me. Obviously, everybody has embarrassing moments in life, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, that's one of the most embarrassing things, I guess, guys. Okay, so the next question is, what is something you wish you could tell your younger self? For me, I wish I could tell my younger self not to take things so seriously. I feel like when I was younger, I took a lot of stuff way too seriously. Like, even more recently, like even like a year ago, I feel like I take things way too seriously sometimes, and I get into these situations where it's like I'm acting like this is life or death, or like this is gonna change anything. Like, drastically like in my future, but in reality, like looking back on those times, it's really not that deep. And like the things that I've been through and like the things that I do and have done with my life, it's like it really was not that deep, you know what I'm saying? And I just wish I could tell myself to not take things so seriously, because maybe I would have done things a little differently if it wasn't life or death in my mind. Or the next question is, how would you define a healthy relationship? Now, this is a tough question because every relationship really looks different. A healthy relationship is all about trust. I know a lot of people say this, but it really is true. It's all about trust, and it's all about being with somebody who you feel like you can be yourself with. And like who you feel like won't judge you. Like, I would never judge my boyfriend now for anything that he does, unless it was something like crazy, I guess. But I don't know. This is the great thing about like mine and his relationship, and like I've never told him this, but I know he's gonna watch this video, so like I guess this is the best way to say it. But like genuinely, I feel like I can be myself like with my boyfriend, and like I've never felt like that with like any of my past boyfriends or like any of my like other like old relationships. Like is like I always felt like I was being judged, or like I was being watched, or like something, like they were gonna say something, or they were gonna do this or do that. And I feel like with him it's just different. Like I can genuinely be myself, and I can genuinely like do the stupid things, and I've only ever been able to like feel like that when it was with him. Like I feel like he would not care, like if I was running up and down the hallway, like he would just join me, I feel like. And that's the great thing about like him, is that he's so dorky and funny, that it's just like genuinely like I feel like I try to be like funny and dorky with him, because why not, you know what I'm saying? Like I just think that's an important thing. Like if you're not able to be yourself with the person that you're with, then why are you with them? Because why would you want to be with somebody that you feel like wouldn't accept you for how you are? A healthy relationship can be anything though. Many people have different opinions on what a healthy relationship is to them. In reality, it's whatever you perceive it to be. Okay, the next question is, what's the best relationship advice you've ever received? So, obviously, I've been in a relationship. I've been in multiple relationships. And I'm in one right now. The best advice I would say I've ever received is not to take things too seriously. And I know I just said that with the question from my younger self. But genuinely, it's like so real, because especially in like young love is what they call it, like where I'm at, like young love basically, it feels so serious, like you're gonna end up with this person for the rest of your life. Like you're gonna marry this person, like it's set in stone that these things that you're talking about are gonna happen, when that's genuinely just not the case. Most times, I'm not saying it's impossible, but most times you don't end up with the person who you think you're gonna end up with. It's the person you don't think you're gonna end up with that you end up with. You know, you get your hopes up about those things, and then it doesn't end up working out, and you're like, well, what if it was me? What if it was my fault? What if it's because I'm not doing this, or I wasn't doing that, or I wasn't meeting their expectations? But I don't know. I guess that's the best relationship advice I've ever received. The next question is, how do you handle conflicts in friendships? This is important. At any age, you can get into fights and arguments with your friend group. There's always going to be fights. There's always going to be problems, because not everybody is the same. They don't always have the same opinions or views as you. When a conflict arises, it's important to deal with it, especially if you want to maintain that friendship. Like, it sucks to lose a friend. Like it really does suck to lose somebody that you like were really, really close with. And you know, there's not always a way to fix it. There's not always a way to make it all go away, but there are ways that you can try. The number one thing that I would say to do is give it some space. you guys are gonna be really hot-headed, especially coming right off after a fight, like, or a conflict or whatever the case may be. Give it some time. Like, it doesn't need to be like a week or a month or a year or like anything crazy. Just give it like a few hours. And if it's like a bigger fight, give it like a day. Give it some time to where you guys can both gather your thoughts, both think for yourselves, figure it out how you're feeling, how they're feeling, how everybody is feeling. Like, give them time. Give you and the other person time, or the group of people time, to figure out for themselves why they're feeling some sort of way. You don't need to address a conflict right away. It's always important to be able to admit when you're wrong too, because most people won't admit when they're wrong. I feel like I'm ranting. I'm rambling. The next one is, what are your top 3 goals for this year? Or for next year. Not this year. This year's almost over, guys. For next year, one of my biggest goals is to get into this band thing that I'm doing. You guys know I've been practicing the trumpet for a band opportunity I have. And my biggest goal ever is to just accomplish it. Like, I just want to get in. That's all I want to do. I just want to get accepted into the thing that I'm working hard towards doing, and I have a really good feeling about it. We're manifesting it. We're doing everything we can do to get there and to accomplish the goal that I want to accomplish. You know what I'm talking about? Sorry, that was so cringy. Another goal that I want to accomplish next year is I just want to have fun. I feel like right now it's like grinding time, so like we're like going for it, you know what I'm talking about? Like, we're boom 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 trying to make things happen. But next year I feel like I really just want to like focus on myself, like be who I want to be, create something for myself, and just figure out like the mini little details while also having fun. Like, I want to hang out with my friends, I want to go do things, I want to travel, I want to have fun. Another big goal I have for next year is to keep on like grinding on YouTube. Like, right now, guys, we're in the heat of it. Like, we're in a big grinding moment, basically. Like, we're going for it, and I just want to continue that into next year, and I want to keep up like posting and doing all my fun, crazy stuff. Okay, the next one is, who inspires you to be your best self? I have a lot of people that inspire me to be like my best self, or to like do my best. But obviously I feel like the number one people are my parents. They're always pushing for me to be better, and there was a lot of times where I was like not being who I could, like the best version of like who I could be, and they've always helped me kind of like ground myself and like go back to being who I need to be and stuff like that. And so I'm like eternally grateful for them and like all they've given for me and stuff like that. And yeah, they're always inspiring me to be who I want to be and to do the things that I want to do, and they're very supportive people is basically what I'm trying to say. So yeah. Okay guys, so I finished all my questions and I finished my nails. They look so freaking cute, guys. We love them. They're so adorable. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this little girl talk. I know I did. Let me know if you guys want to see more, or what else you guys think I could do, what else you guys think you guys would like to see from me. But yeah, I love you guys so very much. I will see you all this weekend, and yeah, I love you guys so much. Bye.